Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and today we're going to take a look at the Beelink BT3 PRO, the PC that will fit in the palm of your hand. Okay, today we're going to take a look at the Beelink BT3 little PC, mini PC, micro PC, whatever you want to call it. This is a very, very small form factor PC, which is essentially about the same size as a VESA mount, which goes on the back of a monitor. So it's about 75mm in each direction. So it's very, very small. But inside it contains quite a lot of power. You've got 4GB of RAM, you've got a quad-core processor, you've got wireless A, B, G and N. You've also got Bluetooth, you've got USB 3, and you've got a 32GB eMMC hard disk drive. So that's enough about the specs. Let's open this up and see what you get. Okay, so what do we get inside? First of all, we get the Beelink User Operations Guide, which is a little pamphlet, tells you where all the cables go, and also gives you an idea of where to contact them for after sales service, should you need any. So that's the Operations Guide. You get the mini PC system activation instructions on how to activate the Windows which is installed, which is Windows 10 Home. And it gives you instructions on how to activate Windows. That's the computer itself, believe it or not, but we'll come to that in a minute. So here we have a very small VESA mount, so you can attach by 2 screws that to the back of this computer, and then using the holes in the plate you can attach that to the back of a VESA compliant monitor. So also you get your power supply, which is a 12 volt 2 amp hour. It will run as low as 1.5 amps, well even at 2 amps there's a very strong possibility. If you wanted to modify that cable to run off a USB plug, you could power it directly from your TV, but there's quite a long lead there, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem to plug it in to a nearby power socket. So there's a bag of screws for connecting the VESA plate, and there is a HDMI cable. Now it's a 1 meter HDMI cable, so if you're using the PC on a desk with a desktop monitor, you've got a meter cable to connect up to. And if you're using it on the back of a TV or VESA compliant monitor, this is a cable which is probably about just under 8 inches. So you don't have to have lots of wires hanging around everywhere. Nice little cable straps on there as well. We like that, that's good. And more screws. So let's have a look at the PC itself. Okay, so looking at the top of the unit, you've got the Display Extend logo, because this can display onto 2 monitors simultaneously. You've got the Wi-Fi 5 GHz logo, as it has the Wi-Fi A, B, G and N compatibility. You've got the Gigabit LAN logo with the Intel Gigabit LAN adapter, and you've got the Intel Inside logo as it's got a quad-core chip inside it from Intel. So let's take a look now and see what the connectivity is like. Starting with this side, you've got the VGA connection for connecting to a standard monitor. Nothing else on that side. On that side, blank, but when you press the power button there is a small LED which lights up on here to tell you the unit's actually on, because believe me, you won't know it's on because it's so quiet. So without a light actually being on, you wouldn't know it was on. Now on this side you've got the ventilation holes at the top. There's an SD card reader there, which is a full-size SD card. And you've got USB 3 and USB 3. Coming around to this side, this is the business side. So running from this side, you've got the power button, you've got the power input, another USB port, HDMI, gigabit Ethernet, a headphone socket, and the very small recessed port there is a reset button, I believe. So going around to the base of the unit, on this particular one, you've got the screws for the VESA adapter for mounting to the back of the monitor. Got your serial numbers for warranty purposes, etc. And you've got the grille ventilation and 4 non-slip rubber feet. So let's have a look at some of the specs. So it is the BT3 PRO mini PC. Now there's the difference between the Pro and the standard version. The standard version only has 2 GB of RAM. This one has 4 GB of RAM, so it's a lot more responsive in Windows tasks. The extra memory does make a difference. I find that just booting up Windows and getting to your desktop takes up roughly about 1.9 gigabytes of RAM. So the extra 2 gigs on top of that is going to give you a little bit of breathing room. Now this is by no means a gaming PC, although it will play modest games quite easily, and games from the Windows Store should be no problems whatsoever. But if you think you're going to be running benchmarks on Battlefield 1 or Crisis, then sorry, you're looking in the wrong place. This is a very, very different price point from what you're looking for. Right, so it says there supports Windows 10. It actually comes with Windows 10 Home on there, which I have on another one of these managed to activate successfully without any attempt. It just activated itself. So as far as I can see, it comes with Windows 10 Home on it as part of the deal. Now, depending where you get it from, there's a lot of vendors selling these, both on GearBest and Amazon, with varying specs and prices. So do check first before you buy it whether or not it's got Windows 10 included. If for any reason you get one or you need a Windows 10 license, I'm going to put a link in the description below where you can get one for as little as $5 or £4. So check that out in the link. As you can see, it's got 32 gigabytes of ROM for your storage, of which normally about 13 to 14 gigabytes is taken up by your Windows installation. Sometimes slightly less, sometimes slightly more, depending on your version of installation and your locale, etc. But normally, after a full install, you should be left with around about 16 gigabytes of storage space. So not a massive amount, but for simple Word tasks, PowerPoint, a bit of internet browsing, a bit of home shopping, etc., or streaming of movies, shouldn't be a problem at all. The Intel processor is the Atom X5 Z8350. That's quite a mouthful, but not a great processor, but a very efficient processor. You're looking at a quad-core processor with a maximum turbo core speed of 1.9 gigahertz. The Windows running speed generally in the normal frequency is going to be 1.44 gigahertz, and it will throttle down very, very low to save energy. So it's very efficient. You could leave this on 24/7 and it isn't going to give you any nasty surprises when you get your electricity bill. As I said before, it's got 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So if you're using AC or B or G or N, you're completely covered, no worries there. So dual band Wi-Fi, gigabit LAN, and it supports Bluetooth 4.0. So if you want to have this stuck behind your TV and you want to control it with either your phone, a Bluetooth keyboard, or an iPad type keyboard, that kind of thing, not going to be a problem. And it supports 4K out of the box. So that's pretty much the specs covered. Let's have a look at the price. Now, pricing at the moment, as you can see here, is $114.99 including delivery. That's obviously UK pricing, and it says it's been reduced from $171. I find it hard to believe. These generally tend to be around about the $120 to $140 mark, depending which model you get. But still, for £114.99, you get a full desktop PC, and what more could you want really for that sort of money? It does seem to be very good value for money. So much so, in fact, that I've bought quite a few of them to use in a work environment for display purposes. So if you've got some sort of shop or some kind of display that you need to keep running and you don't want to spend a fortune on electricity, grab yourself one of these little boxes, stick on a PowerPoint presentation, and you're up and running. So that's pretty much it. That's the specs covered. That's the unboxing done. You can see what you get in the kit. It's a lovely little PC, very cheap, very inexpensive. for the inclusion of Windows, which it apparently seems to have, for £115 for a full featured PC, excluding a monitor, keyboard and mouse, I think you got a pretty good bargain. So this has been the Beelink BT3 PRO. I've been Mike, this has been Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and we'll see you again in the next video. Thanks very much for watching.